Hello and welcome. It's Friday. Yes, I had to think about it again for a minute because all the days and, everything. But it is apparently Friday. It is time for some more Lego or Lego-like stuff. I've got it on the bench here. I'll go over to there momentarily to see exactly what's been going on. I'll have a look through the chat. Let me just bring it over here so I can see it more easily. First up in the chat was Nat, apparently, according to my chat log here, saying hi everyone. Then Dad was around as well. Me and Pascal, and then turned up a bit late, but we're here. As long as we're about. Raging Bassist is in, saying good morning all. And then he says, all right, I'm on this, one sec, and then comes back as the Raging Modeler. My newest and fluffiest patron. Thank you very much for that. So we have the Raging Modeler is in now, not Raging Bassist. That's for the music stuff. This is for the modelly stuff, so it's Raging Modeler. Like and subscribe. He hasn't got any content yet, but he's getting there. Wait, there'll be stuff. So then we have Galactic Empire is in, saying hello. A new name, I don't know, unless you're the same name and changed your account, but welcome, all the same. We have Sal. I'll remember it. I'll forget soon, but it's Sal, who is in here. Ickle Pete. Ickle Pete, Nat. Dad, me, Nat. We have a Skullfish in the house. Welcome to Skullfish. Lee Eagles has made it. The Skullfish is asking if Nat's got any videos yet, because for live premiere last night on my evening with stream. I don't think so, not quite, but yeah. Plastic Monkey is also around. Andy is here as well. Rich Weiss, and Athol, and that's everybody. That's everybody. Yay! Cheap Lego is okay, and you cannot interconnect the two, says Athol. I figured that was probably the case. So without further ado, let me nip to my second camera picture-in-picture thing. So I'm still here in the corner. You'll get a good look at the side of my head as I'm building things, but people seem to like it. So as long as I can maintain the connection and make it work, I'll stay like this. This is what I'm building today. A kind gift from Dad. When I ran out of Lego, he contacted Amazon and got them to send me this. From the Smithsonian, apparently, because it says so there, just underneath me. Part of their STEM range, the Science, Technology, Engineering and Math, by Cobi. Now, it looks like Lego. It obviously isn't made by Lego, but since Lego, the patent on their brick holding technology finished, so anyone can make Lego look like Lego now. They haven't tried to say they're Lego like some of these brands. They've made, it's Cobi. It's a similar sort of font and colour, but it's definitely a different name. It's not, it's not trying to be what it isn't. Lego do a shuttle. I think got the Lego shuttle. I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks much the same, but yeah, it's fine. Apparently there are 352 pieces and one dude. Small parts, not for children under 3 years. It's the Discovery Space Shuttle. I don't know if that makes it any different to any other shuttle. It's got stats on the Discovery there. The third space shuttle to go into space, although it was the fourth shuttle built. Test Shuttle Enterprise was built first, but never flown in space. There we go. Then came Columbia and Challenger. 30th August to September 5th, 1984. A long time ago. It doesn't seem like so long ago, but it really was. It's scary. Right. Now, obviously, the Smithsonian is a big museum-y thing in America, but this is made in Poland. Made in the EU. So, yeah, I don't know how the Smithsonian branding comes into it, but let's get it open and see what we've got. I've not done a Cobi kit before, so I don't know how they work everything. It looks like numbered bags, so that's a good, convenient way of doing Lego type. An extra bit that's not in a bag. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. Right, so it looks like we have a bag with no number, a bag with no number, a bag with no number, no number, no number, no number, and two. Okay, so far they're not doing great. Yeah. Iron Man is here, I've just seen that. Hope all safe and well. Anxiously anticipating the arrival of his Ark Models Buran space shuttle from the motherland. Nice. Osric is also here. Nat, you have a channel, says Lee. Yeah, we knew this, yeah. Get your kids to watch this and then wait for their input. Cobi, you're one of the better clone brands, says Eagle Pete. Okay, yeah. Shane says, good afternoon, Chris and everyone. Hope you're all fine and dandy. Lee says, I'll sub as soon as you're ready. You can sub now. You can, sub before they're ready. It's fine. Nat says, they're both watching. It buys an hour apiece. Hello, Connor and Paige, I'm thinking. I can't remember. Lewis says, 1984 wasn't that long ago. That was the year I was born. Okay. Yeah, I was 12. We won't mention that anymore. Right, let's have a look. So, we've got some nice information about the Space Shuttle Discovery. Pictures of it flying above things. Cool. Rosters and fact files and lots of pictures. That's quite interesting. Right, it says you'll need 6 bags. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 bags that aren't bag number 2. So let's have a quick flick through and see if sooner or later it's going to say, and then open bag number 2. So obviously building. Fairly simple building. Lots of building. Looks like parts with sort of printing on them rather than stickers. Make sure you get the right bit. Yeah, building. Quite a lot of building, and then open bag number 2. So yes, okay. I'll get rid of bag number 2. Obviously, 2 comes after the first 6 bags. That's the way I'd do it. Let me get these bags open, and that will get rid of all the rustling noises and stuff. While I'm doing that, we'll have a look. The Raging Modeler says I was 2. I was 2 in 84, says Andy as well. I was 82, says Lee Eagles. What? Hey, what? I was born in 82, says Sal. I'll get the name right eventually. Sometimes I might even remember. 82 is an awesome year to be born, he says. Yeah. I was 4 and just become an uncle for the first time, says Rich. Almost nano blocking the destructions. Yeah. Right. Let's get all the bits out. As always with my builds, I don't sort the pieces into piles of things, but I will try and sort of keep the bags separate into their own areas. I'm not going out the way to make it difficult, but I'm just not. I can't stand that the knolling and what they call it, stacking foresting or something, or I don't know what they call it. But I don't do that. Get all the bits out. Right, all the bits from there, and there. Right. Put those in the box. Right, that's them done. Right, now we can start properly. Welcome to all everybody. This is the Space Shuttle Discovery. The first instruction piece. It's quite a big book, so I'm going to have to be doing some manoeuvring and things to get things sorted and find a nice construction area that I can see and you can see. So, you need 2 of those. Not those. Slightly bigger ones than that. That one. And that one. And they go together just like that, just like in the picture. There we go. That was 1. Now 2 obviously is all the way over here. And for that part you need 1 of them. 1 of them. 1 of the 4s. A flat 4. There you go. 1 of those. It's all 1, isn't it? Triangular black bit. Not that. Look like that. And One of those. Okay, let's have a look. Lewis says he can't see. Yes, you can't see, Lewis, because you're on the phone. Unless you're doing some sort of video call, then you might be able to see, but you're not, so you can't. Right. I'm already confused. Because, right, they're not white. That's the bit you've just done. That's why you're saying it was nano-block-esque, because it darkens down the bits that you've already built. Fair enough, I can understand that. That makes sense. So using these pieces, we've got to put on to make it look like that. So if that goes there, that one there, put that one on top of it, and that one like that. Okay, and then the corner of that goes onto that peg there, and then everything else should line up like that. No, have I got the wrong bit? How many? 2, 4, 8. 2, 4, 8. That's right. And these were 4, 8. I've only got 6s. I've got the wrong bits from that. It should be those. I didn't count the things, did I? 4, 8. Yeah, right. So that's not right there, but it's almost there. Get rid of that and put that one in place. And get rid of that and put that one in place. So that looks more like that joins up there. Okay. Now we know what we're doing. Yay! Phil's here. Morning, Chris and crew. Frankie Goes to Hollywood is here saying, haha. Growing old is compulsory, says Rich. Growing up is optional. Absolutely, yep. Athol says, in 84, I was in Libya in an oil project. Cool. Frankie, everybody, Sal says, so in 82 people, you 82 people, what day were you born? On December the 17th. So Sal's asking when your birthday was, if you were born in 1982. Right, that's the bit here. So continuing building, I need one of those. Another big white one. Let's count that. 6, 8. That is 8. Yep. Okay, one of those and one of those. Another one of those and one of those. So it's that, and that. I still need that 4x3, which is there. It's an unusual shaped piece. Normal Lego don't tend to do one like that, I don't think. But anyway, we shall put this on the other side, much the same. This is the obviously where the wings are going. Main body and wings by the looks of it. That one across there. Okay, and then that's joining up those exactly the same way as it did the other side. So we have some symmetrical building going on. I like it. There we go. First page done. Easy. Sal's saying that Lee is so old, 15 days older than him. I was going to say Lee and Andy are the same birthday, but the same day, but different months. Quite a long way apart. Right, that's that. Now we need the 4x8 again. Another big one. One of those. That one and the opposite. And a shorter one. That's one of the short ones. There we go. Right. So let's see how that goes on there. We've got that in the middle. This is still just about on camera. All the parts are in the way. I can't really move much further back than that. We've got that there with these going on the sides. And then that one goes in place over it. Like that. Yep. It's working. It's looking there. Andy says 6. I meant 6. What? Did you say something wrong? I missed it. Chris, something went wrong with YouTube, which is going into crashed slow motion. The output stream is still working there, apparently. I don't know what to tell you. It might be yours, it might be mine, but it seems like the output is going okay. Andy says, yes, Chris, I'm an idiot. Cool, as long as you know it and work on these things, that's alright. Shane says, in 84, I was a parts advisor at an Austin Rover garage. In 84, I was at school. Yeah. Rich and Sal share a birthday. Cool. Working good this end, says Dad. So, yes, it wasn't me. I knew it wasn't me. I couldn't possibly do anything wrong with the internet. I didn't think it was me. Right, I need 2 of those. And 2 of those. Now, let's see. I shall count them. Although it looks like I've only got several of these. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 long. So that's 2, 4, 5, and twice as long as that. So yes, it is those. Right, and that needs to go offset by that like 1. And it starts there. So it goes all the way to the end. So not like that, offset by 1, not by 2, so that goes in the middle, I think. Let's turn over the page and see if it looks a bit like that. Yes, it does. It looks just like that. So put that on there like that, and then that one goes underneath it in the middle. Fair enough. I assume this is outside wings. It's not going to get much bigger than that, is it? I'm watching the Twin Africa build, says Lee. Yes, you mentioned about bikes, and I did say I did one, and I think you commented on one of them. But yeah, it was a long time ago, but it was good. I got that as a prize from eModels before I was associated with eModels and before I was an eModels builder. I did one of the one of the competitions on the eModels stream back before I was doing anything with the eModels stream, before I was even a mod on it, I think. Oh, it must have been, yeah. But that was good. I won that, and as I've got no masses of space to store things and do things like that, after I became an eModels builder, I sort of donated it. I've taken it up to eModels, and they've got it in one of their cabinets, like a display piece, as they have with the other things that I've built for eModels. Right, one more of them. 2 of them I've already put on because I was doing it without thinking. Might be the best way of doing these things, just not thinking about stuff and just doing it. So that's got to go underneath that one. Alright, I've got it. So it goes like that, under there, because I've put the other bit on top already. So that's that, and that goes across the back. Fair enough, that was point 6. Right, 7, looks like we put this to one side for now, and do some building on our own. We've got the 4 by 6, one of them, one of those, and one shorter one of those. Looks like that. 6, yep. So that goes on the back, that way round in the middle. Like that. Okay. And then we need one of that and the other side, and 2 by 6, so yep, one of those as well, and that goes in the middle there. This is obviously nose cone type area. Not sure about building upside down. I'm not entirely taken with building upside down, but there we go. Working fine here, says Osric as well, yep. It's a bit humbling meeting people who are born in a year you can remember. Yeah, it's when people will say, I was born in 2000, or it's like, it's only like yesterday. You can't, but it isn't. It's 20 years ago. I get the feeling these instructions aren't as good as Lego ones, says Raging. Yes, they're not quite. It's a different way of doing it. I haven't got a problem with it. It says turn it over, and it's going to go on top of there. I do quite like the greying out of bits that you've done. Nanoblocks do it very well, and this works in the same way, although it's a three-dimensional picture. It makes it a lot easier to see where the parts are going. So I'm all for that. I'm all for things that make it less likely I can stuff it up catastrophically. Right, so I need a couple of 3s. One of those. And 2 more that look a bit like that. Like that, right. So then I can just use that and figure out where the other coloured pieces are. So that goes on there. Showing that on the black would have been tricky to see. So I quite like that they've done it like that. That one goes there. Then these go in front with that one holding it in place. Oh, put that down a sec while I do this. If I get that there, then I can get that there. So far so good. Motoring through it. We're only 20 minutes in, and that includes the saying hello time. Phil, 62 here. Just 13 months older than Doctor Who. Rich flies model aircraft. Take great pride in sharing the fact that when the opportunity arises, it's great to finally meet someone who appreciates it. What was that? Oh, right. Since Chris is building an aircraft, in 1903, December the 17th, the Wright brothers took off for their first flight. Cool. So that shares, your birthday shares the launch of the first manned aircraft. Right, let's see what else I can get from this. We need one of those, 2 of those, and 1 each of the, not those, not those either, it looks like those, 1 each of those. Okay, and they go on here in some form. That one goes behind there. They go there. Okay, they go there. And that was all the bits I had. So that works. Yeah, I'm getting to like the method of building. It seems to work for me. So 2 of those. 1 of 3, 6. The only thing I don't like is the 3-dimensional view of the part list. That's making it more tricky to see because it's proper with vanishing points and stuff, so the end gets smaller and this end bigger. I prefer it to be just a plain isometric picture, but you know, you'll get used to it. I'm sure it'll be fine. 2 of those. So I've got that. So I still need 2 of those. I found them. It looked like that. No, it didn't look like that. It looked like that. Right, let's see how these go together then. They go all the way to the back, either side of that. Right, these go next to them. Put one off. There we go. Apologies if the black and the white of the shuttle are affecting white balance or focusing or anything like that. It's all Dad's fault. I expect you probably built a red shuttle by now, but you know. Right, let's continue on. You see, the best people were born in 53, and then the O's started listening to the Beatles. I think the Beatles were around a bit before that, but right, let's find what I need. It'll be one of those. Oh, 2 of those. So 2 of those, and 2 of the other side as well. It should be around here somewhere, I would have thought. Just say 2 of those as well. Ah, I've got a bit missing. Or at least a bit I can't find. No, it's because it was upside down. There we go. That's that. Two of those, one of those. And one of, not the same one, the opposite. One of those. And they'll go onto the back there. Where's the other one? Goes there into that gap. So we've got that gap. And across the back. And that goes that way over that like that. I like that. That works. I like to get the nose stud bit, the shiny bits. Hey, what have I done now, says Dad. You bought a kit for me that was all white and shiny and white and black, and yeah. No, it's very much appreciated. Thank you very much, Dad. Fun fact about the day Doctor Who aired for the first time. It happened the day after JFK was assassinated and C.S. Lewis's death. Right, there we go. We need, that says 1-to-1, one of those. Just like that. I like that. That's fair enough. So 2 of those. I've only got one. I can't find the other one. There it is. 2 of those. Move things around again a little bit. One of the big bits. One of the few big bits that I've got left. And one each of that, and the same but the opposite side. One of those. Okay. So the big white bit obviously goes in the middle. And these go next to that. And next to that. And that one, that side, goes on there. And over there. Nice. Easy. Straightforward. Space shuttle fact. It's gone into space, says Raging Modeler. So there's my camera. I've just caught it now. That's right. Still pointing in roughly the right direction. Okay. Now we need a bit that says Discovery. A bit that says NASA. 2 of those. Aerofoil bits. So that's that. 2 of those, which are like that, 1-to-1. Let's pick those. Yep. So there's 1, 2 of those, and 1 of the 2x6 white. Not that. It's too long. It's too short. Or is it too long? No, it's not too long. It's exactly the right length. Okay. Manoeuvring. Okay, right. So, NASA one over this side. Like that. With that in front of it. And aerofoil thing. Clips in place. Look, working flaps. That one that side. With that there. And more flappage. And that in front of that. It's getting there. It definitely looks like a shuttle. If you just saw that, you would know that that was probably a space shuttle, wouldn't you? It's got that. Space shuttle fact, not this shuttle, says Sal. Indeed. Right, I can put that to one side for now. Bring all the pieces in a little bit. Because don't need that much room. Right, okay, let's have a look. We're now building. Can't put that there, I'll lean on it. We need 1 of those. 1 of those. And 3 of those bits. Now they're the ones that are sort of half height to normal. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that, what we got, that goes on there. And then they go behind it. Okay, that makes sense to me. Fair enough. Then we need another one of those. 2 of them. And 2 of them. How does that work? That goes on the back there. That goes next to it. The right way round, like that, and they go on the ends of them, like that, and like that. Okay, next page. If you fling it hard enough, says Phil. I don't know what that was. Permanent lockdown. I don't know what that was either. Movable flaps. It's like an Airfix kit. Right. The whole thing. I need that and the main thing and one of those. So the one of those goes on the front, and that goes on the back. Fair enough. Right. Next up, parts I need are one of those. That one. The same as that, the other side. And 4 of those. 2, 3. There's the 4th one. So how many bits am I going to have left over at the end of this build? That's the real question. What's everybody's predictions? I've never done a Cobi kit, so I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be lots. It's not going to be a whole, nano block. Half the kit is left over. I think for cost cutting, they're probably going to be only providing you with a bare minimum. So there might not be any left over. I don't know. What's everybody's predictions? No prizes, as normal. How many pieces do you think are going to be left over? Not after this stage. I mean, after the entire thing. When I've opened bag number 2. Chris is showing off he's doing Lego one-handed. It's not that challenging, I must admit. It's not overly difficult to build Lego one-handed quite often. I haven't got anywhere that I can put the instructions that, you can still see some of it and I can still reach peaks. So, yeah. Right, let's find some more parts. I need those 2. One of each. One of those. And then some more of this. Getting the parts supply is becoming quite slim. So we're building up the shape of the wing. That one. That one not on the inside. Just on the outside bit. And that goes on the top there. Alright. Now we're getting into the full size building bricks, the proper Lego. 2 of those. One of that. Oh, 2 of that, sorry. And 2 of those as well. So let's see. They're going down the back. 1, 2. That goes on the front there. And then these go over the top of it. No, you can't quite see that, but it's not rocket science. Well, it is rocket science because it's about a rocket, but you know what I mean. That one goes on the top there. And these don't go right the way back. There's a 1 gap behind them. Like that. I like that. So far so good. Nat says from Lewis, when re-entered into the atmosphere, the space shuttle glides back down to Earth. So according to Toy Story, it's falling with style. Does that make it a toy? Not necessarily. Anything can fall with style. It doesn't have to be a toy. The style bit is optional as well. It doesn't necessarily mean, just because it's falling, doesn't mean it's falling with style. It might just be falling. Right, that's an interesting bit. That's not something I've seen in Lego before. It's like a double-sided single piece. Very interesting. It's obviously to turn studs down to studs up or something. We'll see how it works. Well, these go there. And they go in there. Okay, yeah, so far so good. Then we need 2 of these. Now, this is the point where it says make sure you get the right pieces. They're B's, so they are the ones that I've just got out, the really high pieces. In fact, there aren't any other choices, so it's not really a make sure you get the right bit, because you haven't got the other one in this pack unless you've got it all in a big bag of other things. So that goes on there. And then these go the other way round on there, which is not a shape you can get from normal Lego, because they're a unique bit, or two unique bits next to each other, so that's interesting. Right, then for the next stage we need that bit and those, and I'm going to do it with two hands now. It's tricky. Depends on what you do with it when you're done, I suppose, says Phil. I'm not sure what that was. Athol says, Chris, is it me, or does the instruction book look different to what you're building, as there seems to be a load more white? It's you. I'll show you. I'll tell you why it's you momentarily. That goes on there like that, and these two go on the back. The instruction manual is quite cleverly designed, the same way that the nano blocks do it. It should be coming out on the camera there. This whole bit there is not actually white in the instruction manual, it's a very pale blue. And what they've done is basically everything from a previous step they leave as that colour. So although there's lots of black bits on it, these two bits are black, and you've got the whole bit in the back there that's black, they just make it the pale blue to say that's not what you're building today. At the moment, you just worry about the coloured pieces. So when I turn over the page, these two and this big bit on the back there will be that colour. Of course they won't be, because, you know, we're not building that bit, but there we go. So that piece, obviously we know is white, as are these two bits on the top there, but that's not what we're putting on this step, this stage. The two white bits we're putting on new, because it says we need two of those, and obviously this whole front bit that we're just about to build. But it makes it difficult to look at and visualise, but it makes it easier to find out what parts you're actually adding this time, because they stand out a lot better. As I was saying earlier, on one of the earlier stages, what have we got? White on white or black on black. Some of it would be absolutely nasty to try and figure out what you're doing, because you're building, you know, these black bits to go onto another black bit, but you can't see, or you wouldn't be able to tell exactly where these two bits went, because that whole area that you're putting them on was black anyway. So to see them new on top of all the other black bits would have been tricky. But doing it like that, they really stand out, so it works. I quite like it. Nano blocks have been doing that. Lego don't normally, but it's not strictly Lego, so. Right, let me grab a quick drink and then continue on, because it's been, you know, 3/4 of an hour without a drink. Right. Sal says, as a custom Lego builder, that double-sided stud piece would be a dream to have. Yeah, it's the sort of thing that Lego I've not seen in real Lego before. Dean's here saying g'day from Australia. Another Australian? Why am I popular? Have I got an Australian sounding voice or something? Why it's lots of Australians watching? Not that I mind, it's lovely. But yeah, is it just the right time slot? Is this 12 o'clock noon for me the right time for you to be watching? It's like night time, settling down for your evening viewing, and it happens to be me. Right, so we've got those two, which that's that way up, and that goes on there like that. Then we have to find one of those, two of those, one of those. What's that? Is that? Yeah, it looks like that. And one of those. Right, let's figure out how that goes together. That goes on the bottom. That goes on the top. It's not that. That's a different one. It's that one. It goes on the top. Then that one goes there. That goes on top of that. And then that one on top of that. So we've got a whole sort of middle engine type assembly, which goes onto there. Potentially. There it is. Yep. Sal says, hey Dean, I'm in NSW, New South Wales. Sounds like it should be. Love the work, mate. You, sir, are a true craftsman. I wish I had a quarter of your skills. Me with Lego. It's anyone can do Lego. You're meant to do Lego when you're 2. So yeah, I appreciate the compliment as ever, but yeah, I don't consider myself to be a craftsman. In the real world, I do in my actual employment, but not for doing Lego. It's not quite craftsman worthy. But thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to watching. Welcome to the live chat. It's a little bit dirty that side. Let's put it in there on the other side round. There we go. That looks nicer. Okay, that's that stage. No, apart from that, I've got to put that on the front as well. Now we're really getting together. Now it's definitely a shuttle, isn't it? Dean says he's in Queensland. I have no idea. I've got no geographical skills at all. I've got no idea if you're next to each other or, you know, a continent apart. I'm pretty much rubbish when it comes to geography. Always have been. Got no hope of learning. There we go, that's that. Now I need one of those, and 2 of them. So that goes on the top. This is what I was saying about the different colours. You can see that obviously all of this is black, but by making it the off blue, it makes it a lot easier to see what bits you're putting in and which orientation those bits are going, because I'd have put those facing the other way, but obviously that would have been wrong. There we go, that's that. So then we need some funny shaped bits. We need 2 of these, which I'm not going to put down because they're going to roll away. They're again different to a normal Lego build. The one that I had before, and again another unique piece, just a tube. So that's going on the top with the tube, which is obviously the inside diameter is the outside of a stud, and these are going into there. I've got no visualization as to what these are going to be or how it's going to work, but that's what I'm doing. Then one of those and those 2 go around there. Eddie's due launching this laptop out the damn window, grumble. One of them days, says Dad. Yeah. Sal says Dean is north of me. Okay, well, everyone's north of Australia, so. Nat says, from Lewis, so am I, Chris, rubbish at geography and directions. Yeah, but you're a driver. You drive trucks for a living. You need to have some sense of, well, some sense of sat-nav, probably. That's the real answer, but yeah. And he says, Lewis drives a delivery truck, but can't find his way out a packet of crisps. Now I'm worried. Yeah, this is why we've been having supply problems with everything. It's because it's Lewis's fault. Right, one of those and one of those. So that's going upside down into there. So that round bit is basically the opposite of the 2 double-ended stud thing. It's a 0-ended stud thing. That's interesting. So for some reason we need that to get that upside down. I shall continue the build and I'm sure it'll become clear. But I've got no idea what that bit is. Oh, there we go. It's for putting the thruster engines on. So we shall start off by building the thruster engines. We need 3 of those. I wonder why I had wheels, huge wheels in it. 3 of the top pieces. And 1 of these clips. Right, so how do they go together? They just go on. Alright, they're wheels that have got studs on one side of them. So if you get that the right way round, that will go together like that, and that one will go on to the end like that. These ones just go together eventually. If you get them the right way around, just keep turning it. There we go. That's that. So they go onto the bottom. That's what they're for attaching, and that one goes onto the top. Cool. It all becomes clear, and then that goes onto there, like that. And we still need one that's got that written on it, one that's got that written on it, and one that's shorter, two that's shorter without anything written on it. And they go around here somewhere. They go in front, filling up that gap. And they go on the top, getting them the right way round. There we go. Last couple of parts. We need two of those, and one of those with nothing written on it. So that picture makes that look like it's fading away to nothing because of the 3D drawing. But I was looking for a shaped piece, but it's not a shaped piece. So yeah. Right, let's see how these go together. That goes... wait a minute, 4 of those. I'm not counting properly because I got distracted by that. So that goes down there. And that goes 3 from the end of that to line up there like that. Okay. And then with these, we're putting the one stud on the top and it's going on there. Like that. Cool. Right. That looks like I've almost run out of parts. I've only got one bit left, so I'm pretty sure we have that left over. One single little hook piece, which is interesting, but yeah, so leading towards me thinking that there's very, very, very few parts left over for this. That's what I have so far. There we go. Look, you can see it on the big camera. The majority of shuttle built, I would have said. So, one more bag to open. Let's have a look. Nat says that Lewis can find any lay-by in the country. It's just down the road. Let me move the chat around here so I can... I'll come back up to face view for a minute while I'm reading some chat and catching up and having a little rest before I start the next bag. One of them days. What? Yeah. Right. Customers A, says Dad. Yeah. Thanks for the welcome, Dad, says Dean. Come on, Nat. Surely you can navigate to the local female apparel shop, says Athel. That's why I have a trailer full of toilet roll for 7 weeks, says Nat. What? I don't want to know. Kind of man's here saying hi all, and then Dad tells me he's late. Sit on the step for 5 minutes. Chris going all Buck Rogers. It's space shuttle. It's fine. It's fine. Raging Modeler says, does the plastic feel different to Lego? No, it feels exactly the same. I wouldn't have. It says Cobi on each of the studs instead of Lego, but they actually bothered to put that on there. The underside looks the same as I remember the undersides of Lego looking. It's the same. It doesn't feel any cheaper, any different. The difference being it's got some unusual pieces in it, but it seems to be fine. Decent sized shuttle, says Sal. Yeah. I got a note what I totally got from my mum, even though it's written in crayon. Right, I shall reach across. Bag number 2. After opening the first 6 bags, obviously now we get to bag number 2. Right. Let's go back down to the bench to open the bag and finish it off. Look, there's the dude. Look, he's got arms and legs and stuff already built. Alright, in the bag are more bags. So it's not exactly bag number 2, it's the second pack of bags. Okay, so let me rearrange things a touch. We've got obviously the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more, quite a lot of bags. Another loose piece, which obviously you can tell where that goes. That's all of them. Right, let me get all these bags open. Another extra unique piece, the nose cone. Special shape. Get all these bags open and see where we're at. There's that. There's that one. Lots of little bits. I'll keep all the little bits over to one side. Then we've only got the big bits on the other side to worry about. Not many pieces in some of these bags, but yeah. Bag of little bits. Some different bags. We've got some plasticky plastic and some harder plastic, and it's very strange. Tyres in there. I think my daughter's being shouted at for laughing at my wife for some reason. So if you're watching, tell me what's going on, because I don't want to feel left out. That one. 2 more bags there, right. Get all the bag rustly noises over quickly. And then we can come back and see what's going on. I also need to get rid of the rubbish. That can go in the box. I need to move the chat back to where I can see it while I'm over here, not over here, because otherwise I'll have to keep looking up here to see what's going on. Right. Athol says, okay Chris, now I understand it's not Lego which has a habit of placing new on built. Yes. Yeah, it's not Lego, it's made by a different company, but similar. Strauss says, I have that exact same glass on my desk at the moment. Ron Chris, age 2 you play with Duplo. Maybe, yeah. Looks like a pain fest if they hit the floor and you miss one. But one day comes when your foot picks it up. Absolutely, yeah. Lego's designed to hurt. Do you have a piece in the bag? Did you leave a piece in the bag, says Lee? I don't think so. Oh, you're going to make me double check now, aren't you? You're right, I did. I just pulled it out there. I forgot to check the pieces. I blame the noises downstairs. All them bricks and no cement, says Queno. No. But yes, thank you very much, Lee. I'd have been moaning about that. I haven't thrown the bags away, as you can gather. They're just all sitting in the box behind me over there now, so I would have gone back and found it eventually, but that made it so much easier. Thank you very much. Candygram from Mongo's here, saying, hey everyone. Frankie's here. No, nothing going on. Had a corned beef roll. I'm watching Chris do a Cobi thing. Absolutely. Corned beef, something I hadn't had properly for a long time, but don't really fancy it. It's alright, but yeah, not alright. Nat says, Lewis says, how are you doing, Jamie? Because Jamie's around as well. Hi, Nat and Lewis, she says. Yes, you can talk amongst yourselves, and Nat will pass messages between everyone and Lewis, so everyone can tell Lewis particular things. Like, hello, Lewis. How are you doing? You right? Are you parked up, or are you driving and got it on Bluetooth or something? Right. Looks like we're not using that immediately, so I shall put that right out the way, so I've got a bit more room to manoeuvre. I shall find the pieces and count the. Oh, a piece just rolled under my airbrush. Booth. Tiny little anti-stud piece. Alright, keep an eye on those. This is 6x4, so yes, that's the right piece. One of those. A 3x4, which is one of those. They're both stuck together, which is not good. There we go, one of those. A 2x3, so we're just getting the same thing, just shrinking it down. Can't see any of those. They're obviously made their way to the bottom. Looks a bit like that, but it's not. It's not that. Look, there's one of those. It's a double-sided stud piece in bigger. Yeah. Parts trying to escape again. What am I looking for? One of those. There it is. There you go. One of those. And a 4x1. One of those. Right, so how do they go together? We've got the big piece, that one on the corner, then that one, and that one across the front. Not tricky. That's alright. That works. That was 36. So 37. I need... what do I need? How long's that? That's 2, 4, 6, 8. 4, 8. That's one of those. One of those. Not that. No. Just a normal 4, not a special one. That, and one of those, but twice as wide. Like that. Okay. So that goes across the back. Then that. And then that in the middle, sticking off the front. Okay. Then now of them. And 2 of them. Well, there's one. At least I know exactly what to look for. And not find. There it is, underneath another piece, as usual. So the blue bit is what I've already built, and then the extra white bits go on the top, so you can see quite clearly where they should go. Oh, how our tastes change, Ace is dead. I don't know what that was about. Oh, right. I bought some Hazlitt a while back, but it wasn't as I remember it being as a child. Not nice at all. Nat says a message from Lewis. I'm driving. Just one problem with Nat typing. There seems to be a problem between my mouth words and Nat typing what I say. I think she is broken. And she typed all that out for you. So, you know. Nat has mod powers on this stream. And because you're on the phone, she can just hang up. Something happened. I have a new subscriber. Johnny Fairweather, welcome. If you're watching the stream, pop into chat and say hello. If you're not watching the stream live, then it's just a strange coincidence that you've subscribed at the time that I am doing a live stream. But welcome. Hello. Come and say hello. Or don't. It's, you know, it's just nice when people say hello. I'm looking for that. I can't find it. It's massive. I can't go. You can't not see it. It's huge. Or is that the bit I've already done? I've already done that one. I won't find that because I've done that. I'm looking for these ones now. That's the trouble when you get distracted. When the computer makes noises and I turn around and look at it and then come back, and I might come back to the wrong place. Now I'm doing it again because I've already done that as well, haven't I? Breathe. Relax. Take it easy. Chill. Right, there we go. Jamie says, it's fine now, Gemma, but it was a niggly pain, so I was awake for about 5 this morning. As Gemma posted something and I missed it. I can't see it. Let me come back up, and up, and up, and up. Was it a long time ago? Maybe the chat's not working properly. Live chat is live chat. It should be there, but I can't see anything from Gemma. Has she posted and I missed it? Or has it deleted it or something? I don't get it. I don't understand. Oh, Jamie says I meant to say Nat. Okay, that's why. I got confused. Well, you got confused and did it deliberately to confuse me. Yeah. Right. Thanks for supplying today's build, Dad, says Candygram. Yes, absolutely. Today's build is sponsored by Dad at Scaly Models. Like and subscribe. I have prepared the next 2 weeks of live stream building of the Lego description. I was shopping, doing my weekly shopping in Tesco's, and I saw a kit and I thought, oh, that'd be quite a good build. So I picked it up, put it in my basket, and then a little bit further around Tesco's I saw a different kit of the same style but nicer, and I thought, oh, that'll make a good build. So I picked it up and put it in my basket, and didn't take the first one out, obviously, because, you know, that just confuses things. So I have a couple of different motor cars to build. over the next 2 Fridays, which potentially will take me up to going back to work time. So, I mean, we don't know exactly. The theory is that going back to work time is the 1st of June. That's when the government say that non-essential retail shops can potentially open, which is what I am. So I'm thinking that that's likely, but it all depends on how the lockdown works and how everyone behaves when they're doing things. So it might not happen then. If it doesn't happen then, and I've got another week or 2, then I'll have to find something else to do, something else to build. But at the moment, hopefully that's the time schedule at the moment. So I should have stuff to build. That goes up there, that way round. These are again another unusual part, quarter of a dome. So interesting. Somehow they're fitting together. Yes, so if everything goes back to normal, then that will be ideal timing and everything fits together perfectly like that. So if I don't go back to work quite yet, then I'll need to worry about finding some extra stuff to do. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. You're right, let's continue. I know I've been continuing while I've been talking, but I'll find the next couple of parts. Those 2 there, and 4 of the ones that I've already seen. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Sure, there's another one there somewhere. I can probably see it, but I'm just not looking for it. There it is. 4 there. Yep. Athol says, Shane, I eat that almost every week, but do not heat it with rice as it will give you the runs. Being prepared is better than set thinking. Was that past its eat by date? What are the car models, Chris, says Jamie. I have, I can't reach them. I've got a McLaren and a Ferrari, I believe. The Ferrari is the nicer, bigger kit, so I'll leave that till the week after next. Next week is a smaller McLaren from their Speed Champions range, Lego Speed Champions, actual Lego stuff. Is your headpiece still connected, Lewis, says Nat. I have my earpiece, remember you never parked it for me. I don't know what that means. Are you still connected to the lorry, says Nat. Oh, Lewis is actually in the chat now as well. Got no sound though, he says. Boom, parked up, sort of. How can you be sort of parked up? You're either parked up or you're not. I don't know. If it's the Speed Champions Lego sets, they're good kits, says Jamie. Yes, they are both the Speed Champions kits. Yeah, I was just shopping and saw them and thought they're, moderately priced. Not going to break the bank. I can pick up one of them, and then picked up 2 of them, obviously, because, I can't count. There we go. Again, I've got no idea what this is. I don't know what part of Shuttle that is. That's very, I don't know. You're getting Lego GTR, says Lee. I wouldn't have thought so. Nissan GTR, says Lee. Oh, right. Lego, maybe. It all depends on, what I see. I've not got any particular kits in mind for making or building. It's literally what I see when I'm out shopping and pick up. I can say they don't look right, but they're just one's the wrong way up. Right, so I need 2 of those. 2 of those, which are the clean topped pieces that look like that. So there's one. There's got to be another one around here somewhere. There it is. And 2 single studs. Right, let's put that down because I need to build with 2 hands again. That one goes underneath there and goes on there. And that one obviously does the same, the other side. So I'll put it on there first and then pop that underneath. And these go on the top. So it's some sort of fuel canister, air tanks, something maybe. I don't know. There we go. I hope you feel better soon, Paul. Yes, I hope you're alright, Paul. What's up? Still suffering from lower back and kidney pain. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I hope everything's progressing in the right direction. Salad and I have a few Lego Speed Champion sets like the Ford Rally Cat and Ferrari and McLaren F1 cars, says Jamie. I think there's a few spillos in there. Once flipped a car on its roof, and then when oh sod it, that's sort of parked. That would be sort of parked, but I hope that's not what Lewis has done with his lorry. Right, drink and then back to the action. Paul says it's going to be a few months before they get anything done. Phil says, a nice break from my diet of pizza, burgers and boiled potatoes. Athol says, before this compulsory vacation, I used to be a 38-inch waist, now I'm a 40. I haven't measured, but I'm just wearing sort of tracksuit trousers most of the day, so doesn't matter, they stretch. The shark fin sits on this part. Oh, right, it's the back engine things. Gotcha. Thanks, Frankie. That's that. Right. Continuing with the if lockdown continues and I run out of Lego, I do have in the Amazon store a public wish list, which I don't know how it works, but there are a selection of kits in there that caught my eye as I was perusing, which is available for anybody to purchase for me, if you like. If you don't, then I'm sure we'll come up with something. But if you want to have a look through there, I don't know how it works. I've never used the wish list like that before. So if you do use it, let me know how it works and if it works and how you got on with it. But in theory, it should be there. You should be able to view it. There's a link, I think, in the description for the video. If there isn't, then there will be later. I'll check to make sure. Apparently, you can just go to the wish list and buy it, and then they'll send it to me. I think. I say I've never used it before, but that's the theory. So I've put in a selection of things in there, various different prices and sizes of kits and things. So if you see something you think would be fun for me to build, then you can buy it and I'll build it. That's the way it works. I need two of them. I can only find one. There's the other one. It's sideways. Right. So I've got two of them. I still need two of those. 1 and 2. I need two of the round black bits. 1 and a grey one. Right. Are they black or the grey? I think they might be grey. So I'll put the black one back. Although, I can't find another grey one either. Yes, I can. There it is. So I've got those. And two of the big bucket type things. Like that. And that. Okay. Then we've got to do some intermediate building. So we get that with one of those underneath it. Then that goes on the front. And the bucket thing goes onto that. Okay, I like that. That works. So that goes on there. That goes on there somehow, just about. And that goes on there. So I've got two of those. And then onto the bottom of this, we're fitting that there. Like that. That has got that on the bottom of it. So that goes on there with one of those on the bottom. Cool. Obviously easier to assemble this as one piece and then put it on rather than trying to assemble from floating pieces and things like that. Candygram says, have some of those items in Chris's Amazon list already been purchased? Some of the buttons say add to basket, others say see all buying options. I don't know, not that I'm aware of. It might be that it's from Amazon themselves and others are from Amazon sellers. So it might be that when I selected it, it sold and they haven't got any more, and they can only get them from other sellers. I say it's all new to me as well, but have a flick through and see if you can see anything. If you say buying options, if they're silly prices or anything, then obviously don't bother. Some of them might have been, from a seller that was selling it at a decent price when I selected it, but they might have sold all they had, and the next seller's selling them for twice the price, which case, it can happen. Right, let's have a look. That's that. So far with that, put that to one side a minute. Sort out what I need. I need the new Hyper double-sided Lego Magic Block. Apparently only 2 of them though. I've got grey ones. Oh, there's another white one. There you go. 2 of them. 2 of the ones that do the same thing. Okay, 6 of those 4s. 3, 4. No, that's 2. That's a 5. What? That's a bit that I don't think Lego make. A 5-stud long piece. 2 of those. Oh look, calling back to the things. So this is the different lifty things, which again, there's only that choice of now anyway. 2 of them, and I missed out the ones in the middle. These bits. It's got to be these, because they're the only bits that look anything like it. Got curly ones again, but the straight ones are the ones that I'm after at the moment. Right, there we go. Athol says, Chris, surely your missus has given you a list of things needed doing around the house. There are a few things still to do, and obviously ongoing things. I've got to go shopping for some garden stuff apparently next week, but I don't make very good live streams, funnily enough, so building Lego makes a better live stream than me not doing garden stuff. Right, let's put these together. Oh right, that's putting the special upside down bit, a 4, and a 1 next to it, so we get a double-sided extra long Lego piece, which we're doing twice. Right, anything happening there? Haven't built a truck for a long time, says Dad, but I do have the Coca-Cola truck in my stash by AMT, he says. I've just had a text from my wife saying that's a bad excuse for not wanting to do the jobs, not being able to stream them. I never said I didn't not want to do the jobs. I don't want to do the jobs because I don't like doing that sort of stuff. But I will, not a problem. Just I can't live stream it, so my public will be crossed because I don't broadcast things to them. Why are you not in the chat today? You haven't said hello to anybody in the chat. That's that. They go on there, and then that goes somewhere onto there, like that. No, further forward than that. Oh, get that off there. And that one as well. Come on, off you come. That's it. It's got to go further forward than that. It's got to go there, apparently. And that goes there. Yes. So it's sort of a holding together sort of bit. With that on there. Like that. Shane says, I don't know, Chris. Watching Gemma telling you what to dig, etc. would be most enjoyable. For some people, maybe. Jamie says, you could stream your gardening. Gemma could hold the phone and film you. Yeah, I don't do the diggy garden things. Right, now we get to put it onto the main assembly with 2 more of those. I've got to find those in a minute. So that goes onto the top. The 3 go into the gap there. And everything should line up nicely. How's that? It's almost like they planned it that way. Impressive. So then I still need 2 of these, which go down the front of this wall that we're building along the outside there. There you go. Action-packed weeding, says Phil. Yeah. No. Right, then we get to put that aside again. And we continue with something else. Right, 2 of these. Like that. Then, 1 of those, 4. 1 of those I saw somewhere. There it is. No, that's not it. Yes, it is. That is it. 1 of those. And the bit it connects onto, that. Right, so that goes on there like that. Shane says, one of my favourite pastimes, watching people work. Right, so that's there. That goes onto there. And that 4 holds that across. Is that a different message, or is that the same message again? No, it's a different message. Telling me about doing painting and stuff, so yes. Right, that's that bit. 2 of those. 1 of those. And 1 of those. Right, let's see how these go together. That goes onto the corners. This is, again, similar to as I was saying. It's all black in the instructions. Or in real life, it's all black colour. But because it's showing you the previous bits in the darker, lighter blue, it's easier to tell what bits you've got to build. So that goes on there. So far so good. Now I have to do some more of this thing. 1 more of them. And there should be another one of the other pieces as well. There it is. So that's got that way around and that way around. Okay. So let's get the bits sorted. I've got that and that. Also need 2 of those. 1 of the 4, which I can't find now. Oh no, it's not 4, it's a 5. 3, 4, 5. 1 of those. 1 more 2. 1 round the corner thing. 1 of those. 1 of them, not that, that one. 1 of them. And 1 of them. Right, let's see how they go together then. That I've done. That goes on top of... What are they? They're not the bits that I wanted, are they? They are the bits I wanted. It goes upside down on there. So this is again another unique piece, a nose stud block for reversing things upside down, by the looks of it. So that goes there. Then we build this by putting that on that one, then that, then that, with that on the top, and that goes on there with that over the top of it. Okay, so we've got some sort of manipulator arm maybe, not entirely certain. Then that goes on the middle there, that goes onto there. So we've got, I'm assuming this is going to be the cargo bay delivery system thing. Has Nat put a link up to her own YouTube channel? Congratulations. Did that ask? I missed that bit. Looking for a Volvo with a long nose, says Ethel. All I can find are Volvo flat-faced trucks and none with sleepovers. Another 2-hour stream, says Strauss. It's been. I've only got this minute to do, so it might be. I don't know. We'll see. For everyone asking, I've put the link to my new page in the stream. There is no content yet, but we'll work on something. Absolutely. We're waiting and seeing. Like and subscribe. That goes on there like that. So yes, it's a payload delivery system. So as well as that, we need 2 of those. 2 of those, conveniently not lost. And one that looks a lot like that, which is over the back there. Right, so how does that go on there? These long walls build up the side again. These go on the back there to finish off the fairing on the casing around there, and that one is on the back at the top like that. Definitely getting there. Candygram subscribed to that. Frankie's suggesting a kit to Athol. Right, now we've got 10. Oh, 10 of them and 6 of them. That's interesting. Lots of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. So let's see where they're going to go. Right, we've got, what have we got? 2 on the front. And then one of those. And the same the other side. Two on the front, one of those. Then there's one of those, then 2 of the flat bits. Making sure I get these hooks the right way round as well. So 1 of those, then 2 of them. The last 2 of them. Come on, just click on there. That's all you need to do. That's it. And then it ended up with 2 of them. Everyone's subbed to that. There we go. Got that one the wrong way around. Let's turn that around momentarily. That's what I like now. We've got a nice core group of YouTube viewers that will happily come along and sub to new channels as they come along. So that difficult starting a YouTube channel time is instantly much easier because you've got, you know, the first 10, 20, 30 people to subscribe out the bat. Here we go. And assuming your content's up to it, then you'll keep them. Nose cone, window, and a bit on the top with the other little windows. Nice. Now we're getting to the end game. Start off with 2 of those, 2 of those, the last 2 of those, 4 of those, 2, 3, 4, 2 of them, and the last 2 white bits, 2 of them. Right, these are going to be the bay doors, pod bay doors. Open the pod bay doors. 2, 3 in there by the looks of it. That goes across like that. And this does the same but on the opposite side. So if I've gone one wrong there, that's got to be there. That's that. So onto that goes that one on either end, and that one next to there with that in the middle to make sure it lines up, and this is going to go exactly the same on the other side. How compatible are they with Lego? Or has this question been asked 10,000,000 times? I don't know. I shall answer it for you momentarily. Let me grab some Lego. Have I got any to reach? I have. I've got a Lego dude. And he stands on there okay. So moderately compatible by the looks of it. Let's see, have I got? I have got my Lego space trawler. So let's see, on the bottom of that I haven't got any. There we go. There's a compatible space. Use bit that's got studs on it. Yep, they go on there fine. The design of the underside looks to be the same as well. So yeah, fully compatible. The colour's not quite the same, assuming that colour's meant to be the same. But yep, they look to be properly compatible with Lego. Right, that's those, which just click into place. Apparently. There we go. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's sort of done. Looks like we just need to build the little satellite thing now. No, we've got to do the wheels. Wheelie time. Someone sub to Lewis. What was that? Oh, Lewis's channel. Jamie says Lego is compatible with Cobi. Yep. Dean, they are not compatible, says Athel. Yes, they are. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I stand corrected, but it's been years since I last built anything with Lego, and that was a Porsche 911. Yeah, I say since the Lego, not copyright, it's not quite the right word, is it? Their patent on their building techniques and styles and things ran out. So anyone is allowed to make stuff in the form of Lego. I know several years ago they weren't allowed to. So that's probably what you're thinking about. But now they're allowed to, so they do, basically. It makes sense if you're making something that looks a lot like Lego. It's obviously better for you to be able to say it's compatible with, it works with, than it not quite fitting. Right, so ones of all of these. One of those as well. That's again a different piece to the Lego idea. Similar but different. Two of these grey ones. And two wheels. Are they the entire interiors of the wheels? Are they? No. I don't know anymore then. Right, let's see what we can build here. We've got these going on to the back of that. And then on to the top of that, we've got that. And onto that is one of those. And then that. You can't see any of this because it's all black against black. So that's that. Then we've got to build the whole nose thing. Nose wheel. So that goes on there. They are. But they're not. I got the wrong wheels. There's a couple of slightly smaller wheels. That's the ones I was looking for. I misread the wheel situation. So that's that on there. That goes in there. And that goes in there. Sort of, a little bit, maybe. Why does that not go in there? It should do, it lines up, it's Lego, it's... Let's take that one out for now. There we go. wasn't pushing in quite straight. Dean says it's been 20 years since I built anything like this. Started with Metal Earth models. This would have been way more fun. And as Dad says, sure, Chris has some Metal Earth builds on his playlist. There's a couple of live streams I did with Metal Earth. I've got one half built over there, Bumblebee, but just haven't gone back to him. I will do, but maybe I'll do that if I haven't got any Lego and lockdown continues. I might progress onto that. Right, let's get the rest of these parts required. Should say 2 of them, but again I can only see one. I expect it's going to be here somewhere. Might not, it might be the first bit that I've got missing. I'll check the bags in a minute and make sure I haven't thrown it away. I've got a grey one. Interesting. Have I used one of those yet? I don't think I've used one of them yet. Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's build the rest of this. Put those on there. That one, and then the bigger wheels that I was trying to use last time. They got directionality. No, they're just a bit tight. That wheel on there. And the wheel on there. Chris needs to complete the whole spaceship before he finishes the stream. Yeah, absolutely. That's the intention. I think the next one might be a bit shorter anyway, so the next stream. Need the black tube on the top of that. For that, and that goes on there, and that's one wheel. I found it. I don't know if you can see that. I'll put that down on top of that piece, so there we go. I would have thought it would have been strange if there was a piece missing. Not completely impossible, but just a bit strange. That one on there. That across there. Wheels on. Or rather, hubcaps on. And then wheels onto those. Athol says, Dad, you shouldn't be saying that. You should consider becoming a pimp. There we go, that's that wheel on there. So that one goes on there. So now it will stand on its own wheels and no chance of picking up any extra Lego bits. And it even rolls around a little bit. Only a little bit. Right, that was that. Next page is indeed building the thing. Have we not put the... I haven't put the last bit of the shuttle on yet. Okay. As the instructions say, we'll ignore it for now. Let's get building 2 of those. This bit will nip through because there's fewer parts to try and find. That one's got to go on there, so it's going to stick out the back a little bit. That one on there. Right, next up, that one, and that one. So that goes on there. Darker one on the front, that one on the back. Nice. Next, quick. That one, and that one. 3 of them. 2, 3 of them. They all go underneath there, sticking out one from the end. Or is that one? Those ones going all the way back, and this one's sticking out one from the end, by the looks of it. I would say so. And then on top of that we need 2 of those. All these are upside down, that makes them harder to find. 2 of those and 2 of these. So on top of that we've got the 2 like that, and then that one behind it. Same on the other side, and they go on there facing inwards like that. Facing inwards. Dad says what? Don't know what that was. It looks good, Chris, says Paul. I'm off, going to lay back down and see if the migraine subscribes as well as the other pain. Yeah, hope you feel better, Paul. All the best. Right, 2 of them. 1 of them and 1 of them. Here's that. Stupid reflecting pages. So that's that way round. Doesn't look like that though. Have I done something wrong there? I have. I've put them on somehow incorrectly. Right, I don't understand this. This should be only 3 wide, but somehow I've got those to connect onto it not right. Let's go back a stage. Pretty sure that looks like that. That's what I've got there with those 2 on top of it. But then when I had these on, oh, they go like that. Okay, they've got they haven't got an edge to that side, so they can actually go on closer than I had them. Not there though. Actually, that one can be there because that one's going to be there. There we go. That's better. So yeah, they bring it up to a different layout. So you got the, yeah, unusual and still wrong. Somehow I've done it too far backwards. I need to go forward 1 more to that. Right, now I know what I'm doing. It should be easy, shouldn't it? As I said before, anyone can do Lego. I don't know how you can get Lego wrong. Right, so that goes like that, and then that goes on there. Okay, so that one goes there. That one goes there. And then that goes on the front like that. That looks more like that picture. Good. Right, and then onto the back of that goes those 2 hook pieces. That goes on the back of that, like that, and that hooks on there and folds down. Cool, I got that. Athol says he just saw a metal kit for 1/24 scale Kenworth sleepover truck costing $800. Yeah, that's quite expensive. That'd be Australian dollars, so that's about double money pounds, so that's like £400, I think. I don't know. Turn it over, it says, and make it look like that. Okay, turn it over. Get 2 more of those. And 2 of those. So they go down there. Like that. And they go, same as the other way, right on the edge. Like that. Okay, so far so cool. 2 of them. And 2 of those. Well, I know where they're going to go. And these are going to go right up to the other end. Like that. Someone having a disco outside. Right, so that's that. Now I'm somewhat confused because, oh, I've got that bit. I'd forgotten about that bit. That goes on there. And that goes over the top. Right, so far so good. I'm getting there. It's all coming together now. 2 of those. One of them and one of them. The one that I thought I had the wrong colour, but I didn't. They're going on there. You know, this channel shows to me what we older generation make these days, and it's not all 28mm figurines. Good thing you're not one of those people that glue their Lego together. How can you glue Lego together? That's just not right. You shouldn't be doing that. Unless you're working for Legoland, then there's no place to glue things together. Right, we have 2 of those, and 2 of them. And somehow they go together. Alright, that goes onto the outside there. And then they go onto it in the middle. Right. And they go onto there. So we have our mostly satellite. We've got that, one hook and one round bit. So the round bit goes on the other end of the hook goes onto the antenna, and that sticks onto there. And then on the other side we have the other antenna, another hook and another bit on there, and that goes onto there. Right. Then we have the final placing of the tail pin on there, and this has one more connection point, which is that on there, and you can take it apart to put it all away by the looks of it. Yes, if you take that off of there, take off the 4 bits, that goes in there first apparently, then that can close down over it. Don't believe we need instruction manuals for this. Put the things around it and you can fold it down. There we go. It hasn't told us how to build the bloke. I'm a little bit concerned that I might not be able to manage it. It seems we have head. It's actually a shaped head. It's not just a Lego shaped thing. Helmet and visor. Pretty sure I can figure this one out on my own. Right. So yes, there we have that. He's got pegs on the bottom of his feet, so he should, in theory, yep, he can stand on things. And as for, he's a more realistic like looking person, not quite realistic, but more realistic. The same size as a Lego dude, but looks very different. Doesn't look the same size on its own, but he is. He can't sit down in things because he hasn't got holes in the backs of his legs like proper Lego people. But he can stand on things. He won't fit into the cockpit either, but he'll go with it at some point. I'll shove him in the cargo bay somehow. It might just about closes. So there we have the Space Shuttle Discovery in a little over 100 minutes. 4 bits left over. 1 bit from the first bag and 3 bits from the second bag. So not bad. Very cleverly designed. Yeah, they won't all fit together. Shame, but there you go. Very cleverly designed kit. For that much money, you better be able to drive it, says Phil, talking about the other thing. Dean says he's killing me, not to mention the Batmobile 73 Classic, Millennium Falcon that I might have seen you build, Chris, and Gold 3PO. I've completed Thor's hammer. Yeah. Must be near the end. Chris has started building the warp drive. Oh yeah, the X-Wing too, says Dean. I built a lot of the original Star Wars ones I built, but yeah. Let me switch to a different camera view. So there you go. I've got a new one that you can still see the bit that I built, but mainly me, because it's all about me. Right, my neighbour finished up, says Athol, gluing his son's Lego car together as its wheels kept falling off. Yeah, but the wheels have to spin. If you glue the wheels on, then they won't go round anymore. But yeah. Lewis says, I would glue it together, then give it to the kids to watch them try and take it apart. Yes, you probably would, Lewis. Think as kids would work it out before Nat, though, says Lewis. Lewis, not long for the world, Lewis. That's a really nice kit, says Candygram. Awesome work, Chris, says Lee. Bomb makers like fingers, Lego builders like nails. Yeah. Guess the pieces. Phil Belton, guess the pieces left over. Correct, says Sal. Well done, congratulations. Yes, it's been a nice build. I've liked it. Thanks very much for that, Dad. I shall put that to one side in my pile of Lego stuff. It's quite nice. It's got the satellite stored away inside it. So yes, thank you very much for that. And that brings us to the end of today's stream. Being Friday, that's it. I'm not doing anything else today. I've got some stuff to do, but not streaming. Tomorrow, I don't know yet. If Fox's internet is working and he's broadcasting and doing his streaming at 3 o'clock, then I'll just be watching that. If he's not, then there's a chance that me and Paul, 2/3 of Team Inept, might come together and do some streaming of a game. Probably on the Team Inept channel rather than here, though. So keep an eye on that for that. If it happens, it happens. We'll post it up in the Boom Hut and stuff and let you know a little bit in advance. But we might not know very much in advance anyway. So keep an eye on the channels. You know where we are. Like and subscribe and stuff. Peter Apple says, you're costing me more money. Thanks, Chris. Sorry, Peter. Yes, is it 1/4 scale? What this? It's not far off of it, actually. Where we got? This is my 1/4 dude. Which isn't a terribly far way away from being to scale on that. I haven't got my 1/4 shuttle to hand to actually test and compare, but it's not far off of it. So yeah. Dad says you're welcome, Chris. Thank you very much again. Sal says thanks again, Chris. The 80 tours and all. Great build, Chris. Thanks for Mike for buying the kit, says Shane. Indeed. Thank you all. So I might see it. Well, you won't see me. You'll see the gameplay tomorrow, maybe. Sunday is fast approaching, so there's the 3 streams again, probably. Colin at 12:30 at Festa 67's workshop. 3 o'clock is normally Fox doing his Warhammer, but because of his internet and things, he might not be. But someone else might be around. You never know. And 8 o'clock, I shall be continuing work on the Orc War Wagon, Battle Wagon. I think it is some sort of Orc truck thing with spikes and guns and things all over it. That's that. Monday is eModels Monday as well. Tuesday, I shall be doing a bit more of that Lego Skyline, or Nano Skyline, the tiny things. Wooden Wednesday for the big model aviator thing. And Thursday, an evening with again. So we don't know who's going to be there for that. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the Lego build, or Lego-ish build. There's more Lego next Tuesday as well. Next Friday as well, sorry. So, yeah, stick around for that. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Bye-bye.